2019, the Brazilian aerospace company Embraer celebrated its 50th anniversary. Not only did they receive good wishes, but they also shared their vision of the future. Specifically, they imagined what transportation could be like in 50 years. According to Embraer, we will travel in special capsules that will allow us go from the plane to a land vehicle and vice versa without leaving. Capsule to make trips interesting. These capsules will have a transparent design with smart windows. It is possible that aluminum oxynitride will be much more common in the future. This material is also transparent. It can withstand temperatures of up to 2,000 grams Celsius and is 4 times more resistant than quartz glass. In terms of technology, the capsules will offer many options for both entertainment and work. The Australian company FlyNow Aviation is at the forefront. While many limit themselves to talking about the transportation of the future, this company is preparing to launch it into the skies in a couple of years if everything goes as planned. The production of its vehicles and coder will begin in 2026. They are electric vehicles that look like a mix between a helicopter and a drone, and they have impressive specifications. They can accelerate up to 130 kilometers by traveling 50 kilometers on a single charge and transporting a load of 200 kilograms. The most obvious use of a helicopter is as an air taxi, especially because they are planning 2-seater models and of cargo. In addition, the price of a flight would be similar to that of a car trip. This could mean the end of traffic jams. Meanwhile, another Australian company, Aloda Aeronautics, is working on an even more ambitious project. Audaz are developing a flying super racing car powered by hydrogen and brake, and they are already on the 4th version. The Airspeeder Mk4 is said to be able to reach speeds of 360 km per hour and fly 300 kilometers with a single refueling. To help pilots with maneuvers, it has the AI Gamma thrust system that should make it. Driving was as simple as driving a car. Not in vain. The design of the Airspeeder Mk4 makes us think of Formula One in general. Its appearance is impressive, with partners like Intel and DHL on board. There are reasons to trust. We can only wish the Aloda Team Aeronautics best of luck. At first glance, you might think that the American company Jetoptera has built an ordinary plane, but there is something more. And if we told you that its creation can reach speeds of 900 kilometers per hour, that is faster than a 787 Plus. The plane's engines are so advanced that it can take off and land vertically, and they don't even have blades in place. The compressed air passes through slits, creating low-pressure vortices that generate thrust. This provides 10% more thrust than a traditional turbojet and consumes 50% less fuel. It is surprising that Jetoptera has a contract with the US Air Force. The company confidently states that its autonomy will be 3 times greater and its payload twice that of its competitors. Canada is the 2nd largest country in the world, so this invention by the local company Horizon Aircraft will not leave anyone indifferent. Its design combines the best of drones and light aircraft. With its 16 FCEs, the pilot can maneuver at extremely low altitudes and glide over targets. The aircraft is called CAV to scale of the site from Toyota will help Joby Aviation obtain certification from the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration. Technically, Joby Aviation engineers offer an electric vertical takeoff landing aircraft. The S4 version can carry 5 people, including the pilot at speeds of up to 322 km per hour, and has a range of 209 km. Commercial flights are expected to begin in 2025. Plus, a hydrogen-electric version successfully flew 842 kilometers during tests carried out in June. We have built your time machines as the Lee of Light team in the United States United. Although it's not exactly what sci-fi fans might expect, the idea is that you spend just 30 minutes instead of several hours on your usual route. Now you have more time. It's a bold claim, but they have evidence to back it up. Serial production? It will start in just 3 years, and the first tests are already being carried out. What customers can expect: the Volador car will be the size of a normal car with capacity for 1 pilot and 2 passengers. It will take off and land vertically. It will have a range of 402 km and a speed of cruise at 3 km per hour. It will also run on electricity, and you will need to pay about $90,000 if you want one. The company Otis Aviation is also based in the United States. This company has no qualms about consulting experts who have previously worked with large brands like Lockheed Martin. Hyperloop One and American Eagle Airlines have a clear perspective. Short-range flying electric cars are not the way to go. After all, we already have electric cars on the roads, and changing something that flies short distances will not offer many benefits. Otis Aviation thinks big. They are developing a hybrid aircraft designed to transport 9 passengers over 1,207 km in the United States. This would be enough to cover approximately 52% of the national air routes. The vehicle will reach speeds of 555 km per hour, and its hybrid design will reduce emissions by 80%, thanks in part to the use of sustainable aviation fuel. The American Lift aircraft team has caused a sensation by raising more than $22 million for its innovative project, its 18-rotor Hexa-electric multicopter Kinming. It may seem complex, but Lift Aircraft believes it can be used by all kinds of people. The aircraft can land on water with ease. It comes with autopilot and does not require a flight license in the United States. You can spend about 15 minutes in the air with a beginner mode, which limits the speed to 72 km per hour. It can also be controlled by voice with commands such as going up to 152. Although the vehicle is not yet for sale, you can try it by signing up for a test flight for $50 from Russia. We get this electric air taxi from the company Huber with impressive specifications. Range 100 kilometers, speed 200 kilometers per hour, flight altitude 150. Met this. Flying taxi is approximately the same size as a normal taxi and can park in a standard parking lot or garage. It will have the help of artificial intelligence to its control, so that passengers will only have to set their destination and enjoy the view. Currently, the trial version can fly for about 20 minutes, but the ultimate goal is for a trip in this flying taxi to cost only 20 cents per kilometer. It seems that the motorcyclists could ride the cycles in the future. The Czech company UDX will make it possible with its Airwolf electric hoverbike, which has already carried out test flights. It is as agile as a hummingbird, going from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 3 seconds and reaching 230 km per hour. Maximum speed. Even the most experienced motorcyclists will find it exciting. Plus 2 people can ride it together. The only drawback is that at the moment, the fun is limited to 25 minutes. But as UDX engineers improve the flight time on a single charge, more people might be willing to pay the price of $84,000. In 1999, flying cars were not yet a reality, so people who wanted to take to the skies turned to light jets. One of them was the Viper jet, which began to be developed in 1995 and flew for the first time. 4 years later, sales were slow with only 21 kits sold by 2006. Not surprising given the price of $18,882, which doubled if other expenses were taken into account. However, the Viper jet, it had solid performance, reaching a cruising speed of 603 km per hour with a range of 1,480 km and capacity for 2 people. Later, overwhelming Americans created military and unmanned versions of the Viper jet. What would you use this plane for? All Jetson 1 units planned for this year and next year, they are already sold out, so if you're interested, you will have to place your order for 2026. If the price of $18,000 seems excessive to you, don't worry, you can secure your spot with a down payment of only $8,000. But let's take a closer look at the Jetson 1 is worth all the hype. Its breeders say it is easy and fun to fly with an intuitive system that turns anyone into a pilot in less than 5 minutes. Its safety features include a chassis inspired by the racing cars and the capacity for automatic landing. In addition, even if one of its 8 engines fails, the Jetson 1 will not fall. The pilots can reach speeds of 102 km per hour, and a full charge allows them to fly for 20 minutes. In addition, the vehicle only weighs 115 kilograms with the batteries included. The Italian design studio Lazzarini has not sat idly on this occasion either. They have presented 2 concepts, both created with the participation of the studio's founder, Pier Paolo Lazzarini. The first will excite flying saucer lovers. Have you heard about UFOs? Then we present to you the OBIS identified flying objects with 8 electric motors, a total diameter of 4.7 met, and speeds of up to 193 km per hour is quite impressive. But the second concept is even more amazing. It is called Linux, by the name of the family of operating systems, and everything revolves around customization. The heart of the concept is a 4IS 1.9 MET capsule that serves as a base for air and even water, and transportation from a snowmobile to a catamaran. The possibilities are endless. Let yourself be carried away by your imagination. The 2C Volador card developed by a team from Yeltsin University in Istanbul may seem modest compared to other concepts, but it has already reached the prototype phase and has passed several driving tests with success. Let's hear its initial specifications: ground range 160 km, air range 30 km, flight time up to 9 minutes, payload 80 kg. 2C has an intriguing design with a compact body and a weight of 100 pounds. The engineership kept it simple by opting for an outline of electric chassis cockpit with its motto system technology. Horizon, this would be the technology that will soon fill the skies of our cities. Australia, with its extensive territories, would undoubtedly benefit from aerial vehicles. The local company Ace Flight has presented a slipstream concept, whose objective is to put flying cars within reach of everyone. Like many similar projects, is characterized by vertical takeoff and landing. Although the speed, autonomy, and other details are still unknown, we know that the vehicle is designed to transport 2 people. It will be controlled using blockchain and holochain technologies, along with artificial intelligence algorithms. The developers of Pius Equi Aircraft have secured a $37 million contract with L-Works, the INOV division of the U.S. Air Force. What has caught their attention is the Ares module. It is a unit with propellers similar to those of a convertible, designed to connect with several payload modules. Ares can operate without a crew and is expected to be versatile, performing tasks ranging from transporting supplies to evacuating targets. Early September, the module was successfully launched by the Pius Equi Aircraft test center. The technical details are still limited, but aviation enthusiasts have discovered that it is powered by a pair of GE HTS 900 turbo engines that together produce about 2,000 horsepower. Philip Ticker grew up listening to his grandfather's stories about how he commanded the Left Taurus airship. So it is not surprising that he founded a company dedicated to flying giants. In fact, his company could re-establish France's link with airships, at sea. For example, the Dearest Solar series of airships. These fascinating ships combine the classic helium-filled design with solar panels and conversion. The solar panels cover an area of about 80 meters. Since the Deary Solar works with electrical energy, its flight time is practically unlimited. But it is not the only impressive feature. Look at this model, 50 meters long and 1.3 tons in weight. Normally, to land an aircraft of this size, a team of 20 people would be needed on Earth. However, the Solar is designed to land without any assistance. This is a significant advantage for an aircraft intended for regular tourist flights. The last air vehicle on our list today caught the attention of DARPA specialists. The U.S. Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency were interested in the X-65 conceptual drone from Aurora Flight Sciences. This drone is designed with a unique control scheme that uses compressed airflow, which means that the final version will not have traditional control surface, such as rudders or railer. On the speed of the X-65 is already impressive in tests, reaching 909 km per hour. In terms of size, it is comparable to that of some training aircraft with a wingspan of 9. The potential applications of the X-65 depend on your imagination.